Hallelujah.
Amen.
Okay, so my testimony gonna be a little bit long. So I'm gonna steal your time for a little bit.
Amen.
But first of all, I just want to tell God thank you for this ministry.
Amen.
And I also want to tell Alvin, that's my best friend. That's the only guy best friend that I got. So I just want to bless God for him. It was the reason why I came to the church in 2017, like the end of 2017. I went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, because me every 3 months I go to the hospital. That's my regular. Every 3 months, I just gotta, if I'm sick, I'm not sick, nothing. I just have to go check myself because you never know. So every 3 months I go to my regular checkup at the hospital. When I went there, my doctor was like, "Oh, we saw something is growing around your ovary, and we need to do surgery. If you don't do surgery, you might not going to be able to have child and stuff like that." So I was kind of disappointed. I was crying. I was mad because one thing that I want is to have a child. You know, growing up for me, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I didn't really grow up with my parents and stuff like that. I grew up with like my dad, girlfriend, this one, girlfriend, that one. That's who I grew up with. And it wasn't easy. So having a child is something that I want. I think I'm going to have somebody that the love that I didn't get when I was growing up, I'm going to give it to that child. So when they told me I might not going to be able to have a child, I was so broken, like, you know, why me? Because they have a lot of people out here that, some people every month, they go into the abortion place, they do abortion. And then people that really want it, and God knows their heart, He don't give it to them. He give it to these people that keep killing and stuff. I'm not judging anybody, but I'm just saying, that's how I was feeling. After they told me I had to do the surgery, I'm like, okay. I wasn't in this church for me to tell apostle or tell anybody for them to say, "Oh, don't do the surgery." I'm somebody, I don't really open up and I don't really tell people my business. I keep everything to myself. So when they told me to do the surgery, I went and did the surgery. When I did it, first when I got there, my friend took me late because I needed somebody to drive me back from all the medication. I won't be able to drive. So when we got there, it was kind of late. Anyways, they almost canceled the surgery, but I begged them because you have to wait on the waiting list before they come to you. So I begged them, and then the lady was like, "Oh, they're putting all my information." She was like, "Oh, you don't have insurance." I'm like, "What? I have insurance." She said, "Oh, your insurance expired." I'm like, I made sure I set the appointment for the time of the insurance before the insurance can expire. She said, "Well, but your insurance expired, so you don't have insurance. Do you still want to do the surgery?" The surgery is like $15,000 plus like the nurses fee, taking care of you, doing all those things. You're probably looking at probably $25,000 in total. You still want to do the surgery? I'm like, I'm already here, so yeah, let's do it. So she did the surgery and everything. Went home after 3 months. I have to go back for follow-up. When I went back for follow-up for the thing, she checked again. She was like, "Oh, we're seeing something else." She said, "Oh, we're seeing something else, but this one is cancer." And then when she said the cancer, I couldn't hear anything else she was saying because I was just crying and crying and crying. I don't even know how I made it home because I was just crying in the car, going home. It's not easy because I'm kind of like the only person in this country for myself, doing everything. My dad kicked me out because of his wife in 2012 when I graduated from high school. Since then, I've been back home. I've been on my own doing everything. My dad don't even know where I live. He don't check on me and all of that. So, and my mom is back home with my brothers. I got all the family back home. I'm like the breadwinner for everybody. I got everything on me. My responsibility here, then down. I got the school fees, food money, everything is me. So it's not easy going through all of this by myself and don't have nobody. And then when she said cancer, I'm like, wow, I don't drink. I used to party, but I don't drink. I just go for the music and just to meet people and friends and all of that, but I don't drink. I don't smoke, none of that. So, and then I'm like, how come I got cancer, but people that really don't care? And I check like I said, I go to the hospital every 3 months to check myself. So I'm trying to live, healthy and do good things. Why am I the one that, having to get like cancer, can't have child, this one and that one, everybody that's doing like all these other things, drinking, smoking, or abortion, all of them, and things going good for them. But not me, So I got so angry and so mad. I said I was mad at God, but I guess I was just, God don't really need me, I need him. So me being mad, it's not going to change anything anyway. So, but I was mad at him for like a year. I stopped going to church and all of that. I never used to go to church no more. I called Avi, I think he was sleeping, so I called him at night, he was sleeping. And then I texted him, I'm like, send me your church address, I want to come to church. He was so happy when he woke up, he called me back, ready, okay, I'm listening. So he said it real quick. And then at Sunday, I came to church. When I came to church, I was in a blue dress sitting somewhere back there. I left, I think 2 Sundays, I didn't come back, I was working and stuff like that. And then Apostle called me, we haven't seen you around and that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back. When I came back, I kind of like the person washing, like everything they did. And he was actually preaching. So I'm like, preaching about going to hell, they sin one, drinking, smoking, all those things, because my old church, all I know is you just got to be good, have a good heart, be good, give, be nice, and so I used to go to church and then go to party. I'm like, okay, I'm good. When you come into that area, yeah, that's good. I'm a true giver, I can give. People that know me know that I can give. I give nice and everything to people. So I'm like, okay, it's not a problem for me. That's what you just gotta do and go to heaven and I'm good. So I kept coming and then my spirit took the church. Actually, if I'm in here, my mind is not outside. I'm actually in the church. I'm not sleeping or anything like that. So fast forward, I told Aaron about what was going on. I called him and told him what was going on. And then he was like, just tell Mother Apostle. That's what he said. He said, just tell Mother Apostle if you're going to come to church every day and tell them your problem are going to be going away a long time ago. You're even going to do the surgery in the first place, but just tell them. I'm like, okay. And then I came to church. It was very hard, but I told Brother Apostle, I told him about it and stuff. And then they told me to buy like the communion for Amazon. When I bought a big box. I think it's like 500 in it. Right. I bought it and I brought it and he prayed over it. When he prayed over it, it was like, be drinking it every day. Eat one, take one every day, take one every day. And then sometimes I forget to even drink it, I go back, I drink like 2 or 3 minutes and catch up for the days. For the day that I missed, for the days that I missed, then to make it up for that. So I kept drinking it. And then they go, I think last month, November 29, I decided to go back to the hospital because when they told me about the whole cancer thing, so this cancer is like, it's not in your brain or anything, it's something that affect your ovary, your fallopian tubes, and then your uterus and all that. So it's like your reproductive system, everything in the way. The main treatment is to remove all your reproductive parts from you. That's why I won't be able to, give birth or get pregnant. So because they have to take everything out, or else, in order way to treat it to birth control, you gotta do a birth control. But I don't like birth control, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. So when I kept drinking it, I decided to go this last November 29. I decided to go back because I used to go there we used to do every 3 months for me to go for a checkup, for them to keep monitoring it and see how things going and all of that. And after that, they increased it to I think every 6 months and stuff like that. I used to be going too. So when a pastor told me, oh, don't go, stop going, any medication they give you, anything they give you, don't take it, just stop and believe in everything. So when I went back to 29, they really did the exam and everything. When I went back, they did the test, everything. She was like, oh, the result gonna come in 2 weeks or something like that. So we will call you. When they call me I think in December and stuff like that. The lady was like, they left me a voicemail and I called back and she was like, oh yeah, I just want to let you know we don't see anything anymore. Everything is fine. Yeah, she said everything is gone. We don't see anything anymore. But if you want to come back for a second test, you can come back so we can do it. I'm like, no, it's okay. Because I'm telling you, when they do the test, it's really hurt. It put multiple iron in you, scraping walls and doing everything it really hurt. So I'm like, no, I'm okay. You said nothing anymore, I'm healed. So I just want to talk about it.